this is MK and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Physical Universe with Zero. For update of my upcoming videos, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button. Let us now start with our today's topic of discussion, which is methods of vector representation. Vector representation is of very importance as you will face vector quantities in maximum chapters of physics. So you have to keep in your mind that if you want to solve numerical problems and have a better understanding of other topics of physics, then this is a very important topic. So any vector quantity can be represented either by using alphabets or by using an arrow, which is the graphical method to represent a vector quantity. Let us now discuss in detail about these two different methods. So first method is representing a vector quantity through alphabets. This is the most used way to represent any vector quantity. In this method, a vector is represented either by using a bold alphabet, which may be small or capital letter, or the given vector quantity is also represented by using a simple alphabet having an arrow on its head. The example of this type of vector representation is shown in figure A. You can see that here we are using a bold alphabet V. Here we have taken V is a vector quantity. So now we can represent it in two different ways. One through a bold V as shown in figure A, and the other way is using an arrow headed alphabet. So here in figure B we are using a simple V alphabet with an arrowhead. You can see this arrowhead in blue color above the alphabet. So these are two ways to represent vectors while you are using alphabets. So next way to represent a vector is to use an arrow. So this is the pictorial method to represent a vector. In this method, we use a straight arrow to represent a vector physical quantity. The length of the arrow indicates the magnitude of vector quantity, while head of the arrow indicates direction of the physical quantity. So you have to always keep in your mind while you are using pictorial method to represent a vector, then the length of the arrow will always indicate its magnitude, while the head will always indicate the direction of the vector. Here in figure you can see that the yellow arrow is representing the vector V. So here the length of yellow arrow is equal to magnitude of vector V. So this yellow arrow is your vector V and its length is magnitude of vector V, and the head of arrow is indicating the direction of vector V. I hope this video will help you to improve your interest and understandings of physics. If you have any question or confusion regarding any topic of physics, please tell me in comment box below this video and I will try to help you in my next video as soon as possible. To support, please subscribe my channel and share this video link. Thank you and have a nice day.